Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Marshall skips away. Marshall's still going. Marshall's got Richards coming up outside. Now inside.
All right, what's up, nerds? Welcome back, the Barflies podcast, episode 14 today.
Number 14.
Joined always today by my good friend, comrade Alexander Russell.
Hello.
How are
Hello,
you?
listeners. How am I?
How are you today?
I should let you finish there. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling actually quite upbeat
You are upbeat
for
today.
a Monday, comparative to other Mondays previous. As you listeners will know, I'm not bounced. I didn't go out on Sunday.
Yep.
I was home relatively early on Saturday. I'm feeling pretty good. So hopefully that results in a compared to last week's bounced episode. Hopefully this results. You had a few beers last night. So
I
you're
did.
a little on the semi-bounce side.
I'm good. I'm upbeat. I'm feeling energetic.
We've done some warm-up exercises, some
Yep.
warm-up breathing and movement exercises before the podcast.
Yes, we have.
You know, just get us in the zone.
I'm feeling pretty good. Well, yesterday was like the first time I'd been out in like maybe 4 weeks or something. Probably since I've gone back to work.
You reckon 4 weeks?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
How long have I been back at work? About that. 3
Yeah,
or 4.
true,
It's
true.
been a while.
Yeah,
It feels
yeah.
like a while. And I was like, I had 3 beers and I was like pissed.
Yeah. Well, you said you want to come for beers, and I was like, no, I need to save money.
You're
I'm
a
gonna
smart
save money.
man. Because that's probably...
But you said you were going for one. I was like, wait.
No, I
up.
didn't. I said I was going to the pub.
I thought you said you were going for one.
No.
Oh no. Oh, so that was never. It was always going to be a few.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
good that you didn't come because...
Yeah, we
Stain would've got a look
Yeah,
in.
we would have had more beers. Yeah,
Mm.
we would have. Yeah. No, I think it was good. It was a good call.
Good call for
Good-
me.
good-
For the sake of today's podcast, it was a good call.
Yeah, exactly.
It felt like a really like quick week. Like it feels like like when we did the podcast last week was like yesterday or a couple of days ago.
Yeah, when comparatively, I felt the week before went for a really long
Yeah.
time. Like that felt like a month
Yeah.
in the space of a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
It's crazy.
I felt like I'd aged about 2 years as well. And that
Yeah.
one go, I was feeling not good. I was feeling weathered.
No, that was a fucked episode,
that
to be
was
honest.
that was a fucked episode. But you know, we're here, episode 14.
They're ticking away.
They're ticking away, like one going at a time. You know, obviously one.
The
at a time,
weeks
but
are flying at the moment. I don't know like what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm
Back
like
to-
just
back to
working
reality and
yeah.
work and
oh
all
my
that.
god.
back
the weeks
in
are just
in the rat race, mate.
Yeah.
Part of the rat race.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so you just worked. So you just worked on this.
I
fine
worked
weekend.
Friday, Saturday. My shift got cancelled yesterday, and
Oh, same,
as did Riley's.
Same.
Why? Because of the rain?
Just because of the rain.
Yeah,
Because it's
same.
like obviously
random.
being in the location it is, like
Mm.
on Shelley. It's like if it rains or the weather's just shit, less people come.
Yeah, same as us, as you can see.
Yeah, but it worked out well. Saturday after cricket, where the lads got up, we went for a few beers.
You were out pretty late. Would I be correct in saying that?
No, I was out till about 12, and then we went to the DYRSL, and I haven't got the Apple Wallet, or like I haven't taken a screenshot of my COVID passport. I've
So
just got it
you're-
on the MyGov app.
You're a pain in the ass, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, and I
So aggressive.
yeah yeah, and I went to go get the app up when we got to the RSL. I was like, here you go, and it wasn't working. And I was like, oh, stitch up. And I tried like a bunch of different ways to try and get it. And then my mate was me like, oh, you're an idiot. Like, why do you not have this on your
Yeah,
wallet?
for sure.
Et cetera, et
I would
cetera.
have been giving you a bit of a spray if I was with you.
Yeah, but you know, it kind of worked out well in the end because otherwise I could have easily seen myself, you know, being in an absolute state come Sunday
Did you
morning.
just not go in the end?
No, well, they didn't let me in
How could it not work?
because the MyGov site was down for maintenance. So I got stitched up.
You deserve that.
Yeah, but they do it on like a Saturday. They always do it on like a Saturday at like 12 till 6. And it's like, well, that's when people need them a lot. Like that is not the least busy time. Surely a Sunday night would be the least busy time
Or
to
like
be
a
doing
Tuesday.
that stuff. Yeah,
Dude,
not
Tuesday like 1 a.m. till 6 a.m.
yeah, not a Saturday night. They do it with like mobile banking as well. Like,
Right.
You'll go to transfer at the bar, and then they're like, "No, mobile banking down." And you're like, "Well, I don't know. I'm getting
Right.
home. I don't even know how much money's on my card. I don't know. I'm getting home."
Okay, interesting.
You just pray it goes through on the
Yeah,
drinks,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
from there it's a
Just whatever
It's
happens.
just a lucky
happens.
dip. It's just.
Yeah.
If I get home,
Mm.
happy days.
Interesting.
Mm.
MyGov, like, do you have to get a text verification every time you try to sign into that joint?
No,
Really?
no. I just have the security questions I have to answer.
That's such a hassle just to get into. What if you go to like?
No,
3
well, on my phone, I just have to put in the passcode.
Okay.
It's just like an app.
Okay. Right.
It's not like I have to go onto the website.
Okay.
Because that would be
That would be a hassle.
that would be a lot. That would be a big effort.
Mm.
But yeah, they always crumble those kind of apps and whatnot. They fall apart on you.
This week's beef is with MyGov.
Yeah, MyGov, not happy. Not
We
happy.
should-
Although it was my fault, I'm still not happy.
What would be a good segment to introduce to the pod every week? Would be like each week you have beef with something, and each week you have like a love affair with something.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I got a good love affair for this week.
What is it?
And I've also got a beef.
Okay.
So we can
All right,
start
let's
this
go.
week. I've got one.
Okay.
So
What are you doing first?
I'll go love affair first.
Okay.
Because it does revolve around the weekend.
Okay.
So went out Friday night. Actually had quite a good Friday night.
Can I stop you there real quick?
Go.
Can we open the beers?
Yes. And do you want to run through the beers first before I get into?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
Love
doing
and
that,
hate.
if that's all right. So today we've got the 7th Day Brewery XPA.
Lovely can. One of the better cans we've had.
I
over
was
the
gonna
last
say-
few weeks.
I've had my eye on 7th Day Brewery because I really like the artwork on the front of this little surfer dude.
I like the wave pattern,
Mm.
and it's got like a texture.
Yeah,
to it
it's
as
like
well.
it's like a
Whoa.
textured can. I was thinking, how cool is that?
That's actually pretty sick.
Oh no, it's a sticker. Oh, that's less
Oh.
cool. Still
Still. Actually, no. I still like it.
interesting.
Well, cheers.
Hang on, I
have
haven't
you
got
not
mine.
opened
I
it
haven't
yet?
got mine open.
Oh mate, you're in a
I'm
bit
so
of
bad
shit.
at opening these with one hand.
Oh, actually, that leads into my love thing that I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I've got it open. All right, cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah. Yep.
Just head nods. If you audible head nods coming from us right now, that's what that silence was. Just head nods.
14 episodes in, we've really mastered the beer review game.
Let me tell you, nice bitterness to it, but still got plenty of flavour.
Nice. You're right.
That's what I'll say.
Because it does have like a bit of a hoppy taste, like on
Yeah.
the back.
But that's classic
The back of the
XPA.
palate.
That's a classic
Mm.
SPA.
It's like quite fruity when you drink it, and then when you swallow it, it kind of
Yeah.
leaves that bit of like bitterness.
Yeah.
Nice. Real mature stuff from us this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, this is quite interesting. So about this beer,
Yeah.
before we continue,
Go for it.
I don't know who that they must have been like just like a team, and in 2016 they raised 10 grand to launch like their first 800 litre batch, and they shared like this project with the North Kelkel Surf Club, along with the local butcher Curly Meats.
Yeah, it's very it's a very local.
So
brew.
that is just well and truly Northern Beaches stuff.
It's
right
a
there.
it's a real local brew. This one,
Yeah.
like this is for our listeners not from Sydney or not familiar with the Northern Beaches area. It's like an area of Sydney just north of the city.
Yeah.
And this beer is pretty much, it's like born and bred in one suburb the suburb of Curl, which is like in the middle. It's like a very quintessential Northern Beaches suburb.
That is the word I was looking
If we're
for.
gonna- yeah.
Quintessential.
So, like, it's very on brand for the Northern Beaches.
Yeah, it's super on brand.
Yeah, and it's pretty good though. It's pretty tasty.
It's a good drop. All the Northern Beaches breweries are really good.
Mm.
Modus
Well,
is good.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Bucketies is good.
I really want to do like a day where, say, you just start at like 12 and you just start at the breweries and you just brewery hop
Mm.
and just hit all of them in Brookvale. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's what, like 6, 7?
Yeah.
You know, there's plenty there. So, and like if you did start it early, I'd say you'd probably finish early. Because I mean, geez, you wouldn't be too sharp after hitting 6 or 7 breweries.
Yeah. I don't know when you have to press it twice.
The record button
Yeah. Hand press it once. All right.
again.
Yeah. I don't know when you starting early has ever coincided with you also finishing early.
Yeah,
Do they ever go hand in hand? In
No.
theory, they do.
Yeah,
But they never.
yeah,
It never happens.
It never happens if I'm being completely honest. Actually, we've got in a couple of weeks' time. I've got it's like 2 birthdays in a day on a Saturday, and it's the races into like this house party afterwards.
Dude, I have the exact same thing that day.
Yeah.
But I can't go because I've got work.
Oh,
Like, my friends are going to the races, and then there's, like, this
at
sick...
Randwick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
oh,
there's,
I've
like,
always
this
said
sick party, like, at night, and I just couldn't get it off.
Fuck.
Which is
That
so
sucks.
annoying.
I took the Sunday off as well because I'm just I'll be in a state.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm running out 3 plates. I'll be shaking around like a fucking shitting dog, mate. I'll be fucking trying to take 3 plates out, and the forks and everything will be going everywhere. I'll be so violently hungover. I feel like like trying to talk to a customer would just be probably just one of the ultimate punishes. I've done it before hungover, but I feel like it might be too much on this occasion.
Yeah, that kind of shared experience everyone's talking about at the moment, where it's like being violently hungover at a family-friendly cafe on Sunday. There's also got to be a shared experience among young Australians
Working at a family-friendly cafe.
Working on a Sunday morning. Being violently... Like, I would say most people have done that to some extent.
Well, definitely.
You know what I mean?
And actually, this segues in nicely to my love and hate.
Okay, let's go back to that, yeah.
So, my hate one's to do with sometimes customers.
So, what are you doing?
I'm going to start with love.
Do you love affair?
Okay. My love of the week, Vietnamese bakeries. More explicitly on this occasion, the chicken roll, the barbecue chicken roll. I was a bit hungover on Friday, a bit dusty. Went to my local Vietnamese bakery. They mistakenly took my order as a chicken roll, not a pork roll. But you know what? It was a welcomed mistake because it was bloody delicious still. Bit of sriracha sauce, got it toasted, iced latte. And they do like crushed iced lattes there. They do it a bit different, and God, it hit the spot.
A bit like you, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to mistake.
Welcome to mistake. Thanks, mate. Yeah, exactly right. So I'm going Vietnamese bakeries is my love of the week. And on the way to cricket, I was running late, and I had the chicken roll in one hand, and I was driving with the other. And like it's got the paper around it, and I managed to eat the chicken roll. This is kind of like my secret skill. I'm extremely good at driving and eating at the same time.
I was going to bring this up.
And like I managed to eat it, and I'm right-handed. I have the chicken roll in my left hand, and I managed to like eat it while also peeling the paper back with one hand while driving. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen a human do that before, but I imagine it being very impressive. Like if you had a GoPro set up in the car watching me do that, I feel like it would be impressive to watch. You'd be like, look at this animal. Look at this absolute animal of a human. He has no respect for himself, eating a chicken roll hungover with one hand. But God, it's impressive. How is he doing it?
For the people that don't know you well, the visual image that you just painted there, like, summarizes you to a T.
Yeah. Like, there's no chewing.
No, it's just straight inhaling.
Just going for it. Hit the spot. Let's just say that.
Well, you're kind of the self-proclaimed best driver, eater, multitasker.
I've eaten pot noodles while driving with one hand. All right, tell me you've ever seen someone do that. Did you have the noodles in between your lap and then you were like forking them? Yeah. I couldn't. That's kind of impossible to. Well,
I reckon I could one-up you and do it while driving manual.
True. I guess I've got an auto, so it kind of takes away from it. But you know. I feel like it'd be very hard to do.
Actually, I don't think you could do it manual.
You couldn't. Someone proved me wrong.
Oh, you probably could.
Maybe not, because I don't want to be responsible for a crash if someone crashes. But
yeah, that's so illegal, by the way.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it?
No, if it's not a mobile phone.
Okay.
You can eat while driving. That's legal. That's legal.
You heard it.
Maybe it's pushing the boundary of it, but
first.
I mean, I think it is legal.
It's legal.
What? So I can't eat food while I'm driving, mate? What is this country coming to, mate? Taking away my rights, left, right, and centre.
Can't vote yourself, you youngsters.
Yo, whippersnappers back in my day.
And what's your beef of the week?
Oh, beef of the week. People who say, I know the so and so here. Can you get like customers do it all the time? They go, oh yeah, I know blah blah blah.
I know this person.
So you can get me. Can you seat me or whatever first? It's like, mate. The amount of people that come up and say that, especially because like where I work, it's like a big chain, and there's like a lot of managers and there's like a couple of bosses. So they come and go, I know so and so, and there's like a big queue, and they're like, I know so and so, can you get me in? And you're like, mate, the amount of times you hear that on a shift, and like you're not special.
No.
And if you were, we would already know you were coming in. Do you know what I mean? Like if you did know them, you would already know.
Yeah.
And you're just like, mate, people who say that, it's like, get a grip. You're not a celebrity.
Yeah.
Don't live in someone else's shadow. Wait in line like the common man, like everyone else, to get a table to pay $20 for eggs on toast. All right.
Yeah.
Just
Actually,
just such like arrogant and just like what entitlement. Remember we were talking about that a while ago. Just hate it.
I hate entitlement.
I can't get on board with it. It annoys me a lot. So
But the people who are entitled are often so like they lack so much self-awareness.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah. I've seen them in the cafe before, but they were just like being. They were just
Yeah.
I was just like, oh guys, come on, you're better than this.
$20 eggs on toast leads perfectly into my love affair
Hit me with it.
and my beef of the week.
Hit me with it.
So I did say it last week, but my love affair is with avocado toast.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can't believe I ignored it for so long.
Mm.
It's really changed my life this last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you did say that last week.
It's fucking sensational.
It is delicious.
My beef though is how expensive it is at cafes.
It's a double-edged sword.
It's a double-edged sword.
It ropes you in, and then and once you're in, it's hard to get out of because you know how good it is, so you don't want to get anything else.
But like in some cases it's more expensive than a bacon and egg roll.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what are we talking about here?
And some places is not that they're not doing that much with it. They're not putting that much effort into
No,
it.
like they just smash the avo, bit of salt and pepper, which is great. Don't get me wrong.
I love it.
But $13.
You got to just put a bit of feta on there,
Oh,
bit of olive oil,
Yeah.
bit of lemon.
Yep.
Maybe a bit of tomato.
Yep.
Yeah.
If that's what you're into, I probably wouldn't go the tomato.
Okay, I personally would.
I don't know about tomato. Like I don't love them, but I don't hate them. You know what I mean? I'm kind of impartial to tomatoes. I'll eat them on things, but I won't like. I guess you don't.
I usually just eat them like an apple. I'm picking out of the fridge.
I was gonna say like,
No.
in what situation would you not eat them? Would you eat them alone?
No. I feel like that would kind of ruin a tomato with me if I picked it out of the fridge like an apple and ate one.
I wouldn't.
Or
Put
it would
past
probably
you.
ruin it for someone else watching that happen. Like, yeah, that just does not look right.
You driving, eating
a
tomato.
That would be messy. And no spill. Mine, I just rewind to the chicken roll. It's a bit of a saucy roll, and I had not chicken whites. I had cricket whites on. Not a drop of anything got on. Not even the coffee, not the chicken roll, got on my cricket whites. Spotless.
Did you hear that, ladies?
Spotless.
If that
Huh?
didn't sell it, I don't know what did.
Yeah.
What
And
does?
tell you what, if you've never seen a man in cricket whites, God, they're sexy. So,
That's fucking good.
cricket whites on. Had my Crocs on the other day while I was wearing my cricket whites.
Do you have
when I got out the
Crocs?
car. Yeah, well, they're like the big W Crocs.
Okay.
They just live in my car if I need to put them on to do something quickly.
Crocs have made a resurgence.
They're just like fashionably. They're just like a bit lame, but everyone just enjoys them because they're a bit lame.
No,
you
but
know?
they've made like almost like a fashionable comeback in the last year or so.
Yeah, I've
you know what I
seen
mean?
more and more people
Like
wearing
they're getting
Crocs.
more and more. Like the white Crocs are almost like a bit of a.
Like people
They're
wear
like
them out.
$80, bro.
Do people wear them out?
Like to cafes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like almost
They're
wear
kinda
them
like Birks
like
a little
Birks,
bit,
Took the words
yeah.
out of my mouth.
Yeah,
Like
I mean-
I'm a slides. I have slides.
I've lost my slides, but I do like them. I got like the massage slides at the bottom.
Do you wear thongs?
Yeah, I've got a pair of thongs. Who does? Come on,
Well, I don't
I've got
wear-
them in my car.
I
as
don't
well.
wear them. I don't have any.
I do.
'Cause
I'm just to the mall or something. If I'm going on a Coles run late night,
Okay.
joggers and thongs combo.
Getting head noise. From
Yeah.
about the bread.
Yeah.
What's your like? What's the What's the most outrageous place you'd go no shoes? Like, because the mall's probably mine.
have done no shoes?
Yeah, have and or willing.
I've went service station toilet no shoes one time,
Like at a truck stop or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that as well.
and I'm not proud of it. It was pretty gross.
No.
Feet didn't feel particularly great. I had
No.
to give them a bit of a wipe on the grass. Yeah. Wouldn't advise. That's pretty much when I started putting the Crocs or thongs in my car, going, okay, that was
Okay.
kind of gross.
Yeah. I think that's probably now that you say it, that's probably my worst. Like I'll wear thongs to them. I sometimes I'll go no shoes to the mall if I have to.
I've done that. I was shamelessly doing that until people told me that wasn't that apparently that's not socially acceptable. I was shamelessly going barefoot to the
Yeah,
mall.
the mall's almost like just like it's almost like a radius from the beach.
Yeah.
Like if you're close enough to the beach,
Mm.
like anywhere in Freshie, you could get away with no shoes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
Even Freshie Mex, you could go in like if the sun was still up with no shoes on.
Yeah.
I reckon,
I think so. Yeah, definitely.
and it wouldn't be frowned upon.
No.
at
Do you
all.
like Freshie Max?
Does anyone in Freshie own shoes?
Probably not. Only for
I'm just trying to think of
only
it-
for past the night. Only when the sun goes down, probably.
Okay.
It is. Yeah, it's a very no shoes area. Like,
Yeah.
you can just. It's very safe.
Yeah.
You can just go wherever.
Is Freshie like it'd be one of the safest suburbs in like the whole world?
Mate, it's pretty unreal suburb, just quietly though. And it was the most searched, I think 2 years ago. It was the most searched suburb in Australia.
Really?
On realestate.com. Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah. Narrowena and Alambi and the Northern Beaches are also in the top
Alambi?
5. Yeah. Because they're the most affordable
Okay.
if you're
Interesting.
buying a house.
Okay.
The median house
Yeah,
price
yeah,
is the
yeah, right.
lowest.
What's the median? I heard someone say. Is that the middle
Yeah.
or is that the range?
No, the range is like the Oh, no.
Because
The range is just the highest score and the lowest score.
what's
And
the
then
median?
The median is depends on the skew, mate. Depends on the skew where it is, because it could be higher or lower than the mean.
Okay.
But if it's like symmetrical, if like say if it was like a perfect
Yeah.
skew of scores,
It'd be right
of
in the middle.
things, it would be the same as.
So
the
it's
mean.
just the middle score essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
with you. I'm with you. I was trying to think about that yesterday because I was like, I know the mean is the average,
Mm.
but what's the median? Like I couldn't remember. That makes sense now.
if
they're
it's
pretty much
like-
the same
Yeah,
thing,
they're pretty much the
essentially.
same thing. Yeah. And if it was like, anyway, we'll get off a bit of maths, but yeah,
I hope there's no one intelligent listening to that.
yeah. Well, do we have intelligent people listen to this podcast? Probably.
There's
actually.
probably. I wonder who like the smartest person is that listens.
Good question.
Who our smartest mate would be.
Maybe we should throw them a problem and they have to like a riddle. Give them a riddle that they have
Okay.
to solve.
Maybe we should put like a question to the audience like, do you like?
There were 3 ducks in a pond.
No, I was gonna say like, we put a question like to the audience and say like, what do you think you're the best at out of our listeners and why?
True.
So like, if like out of their like for example, you might be like, oh, I'm the best multitasker while eating and driving,
Okay.
and then you could explain why.
Okay.
So maybe like it's almost like a bit of like a special skill, I guess. Maybe a bit of a Hamish and Andy rip off.
Yeah, as you're saying this, I have.
Yeah,
heard
I didn't
people
mean
say-
to do that, but I don't know. It'd be interesting just to hear what
I
people
would-
think they're really good at.
Yeah, and it's always funny, and if people don't, hopefully, well, it's good if people take themselves seriously, but when they like have a half good skill,
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
also
yeah.
good. Do you have any like not a skill, but do you have like a funny but like a good but shit claim? Like a
I
bit
don't
of like
know.
a claim, but it's like it's not really.
I don't know.
But
Like
it just sounds funny to say.
that night when we were at DYRSL, remember? And I said like I know all the dimensions of like paper sizes. And shit.
Yeah.
That I am good at that shit though, because it's like it's all like that design stuff.
So
you know
just-
what I mean?
That's like your kind of shit claim.
It's kind of a shit claim.
I've
but-
got a good.
But
shit
then
claim.
again, there could be someone who's even like who's like an actual designer
Who knows?
who like studies graphic design and they would know.
But it's your shit claim though.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's kind of lame though. Like I feel like there's something
It's supposed to be lame though.
that's fucking pretty lame.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you mine.
I was wondering, where is this going?
Oh, I just thought of it on the car here, and then I thought of it, and I was like, I wonder if we can talk about this today.
Yeah,
and,
go later on.
And it's popped up. Okay, my shit claim would be in 2015 at the London Science Museum, I got the second best all time lap on the F1 simulator. And like I've ridden that high ever since for the last 6 years.
That is so lame.
I know.
That is so lame.
And I've just ridden the high. I've just been riding that high.
That's like what is that better than your fishing? Your fishing?
I
Do you
think
reckon?
so.
What are you more proud of?
Kind of the lap time, to be honest.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't know what one.
That's good stuff.
I think they're both neck and neck as the 2 of my best achievements.
One time at AMF bowling, you know how they have like that one that spins around the light, and you have to hit it on like the bonus.
Yeah,
I got it on the bonus one time, and I
that's
thought
a
it was
good,
impossible.
Yeah, that's good.
But when I did it, it was like my brain exploded because it was like, oh my god, you can do it. And
That's unreal.
You know,
That's unreal.
it was pretty exciting as like a 13-year-old. Or
That's
however.
like top. That's
bowling.
serotonin maxed out. Then
Yeah,
don't
for
know
sure.
about it now, but yeah,
I'm dead inside.
yeah.
Bowling's pretty fun.
Yeah, bowling is fun. Underrated activity.
I've been saying this for ages, but me and you should do a decathlon of sports, of like random sports 1v1,
And see who comes up.
out on top.
Yeah, I think so.
Like lawn bowls, darts, pool,
What about a bit
10-pin bowling would be a
archery
good
or
one.
something?
Archery.
Ping pong?
I'd fuck you up in ping pong,
No,
dude.
mate. No, mate.
You
Okay,
think
well,
you think me and Justin aren't fucking putting out?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Dude,
I forget about
you
that.
should have seen us in lockdown, dude.
Going hard.
Yeah.
Okay. We also... Okay, so maybe we should arrange that. Just knock off one a week.
Dude, okay, I was thinking about this as well. Every week on the podcast, we go, we should do that. And
Yeah.
never do it. But
We've
this
got-
has been going on for a while.
We've got about 3 ideas that we're
At
supposed to be following up on each week.
we never do.
And we haven't.
We never do.
But, you know.
It's because like we think about the pod from like Sunday night to like maybe Tuesday arvo, and then we don't think about it again until the next week.
That's true.
And then it comes back and we're like, oh shit, we forgot to do that.
But, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if there's anything, if you're a listener and you're hearing anything that you might want to hear us talk about again, let us know.
We've got to put the questions out this week. Which
Yeah,
is
we
the main
didn't do
one.
questions, but that's all right because we made last week. We relied on the questions heavy because we both couldn't. Like I had about 6 notes or 7 notes written in to talk about, and usually that could do an episode.
Yeah.
But due to the state of last week, I
Yeah,
couldn't.
yeah.
I did one.
Yeah.
I think I did one,
Mm.
and even then, it was a soft one.
Yeah.
I didn't even. It was a waste. So,
yeah. Which one was it? Oh, it doesn't matter.
mate, I couldn't even tell
Doesn't
you.
matter.
I couldn't even.
Doesn't matter.
I couldn't even.
Well,
tell
last
you.
week, like literally within the first 10 minutes, you just went, should we get into the question?
yeah.
And I was like, yeah, all right.
Let's move on.
Wow. Okay. Well, I did see something that was quite, let's say eye-opening / depressing.
Yeah.
If you spend 2 hours a day on your phone every day, which most people would,
Yeah.
that equivalates
Yeah.
to a month of your life. So that's
Over a
whole-
year.
Over the course of a year. Yep.
Fuck.
So 2 hours a day times 365 equals to about a month.
Damn.
Mm. A month of looking at your phone. And 2 hours a day, like, I'd say mine's probably higher than that.
Fuck, that's a lot.
Yeah, right?
Shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
No, it's not good.
Damn.
Compound, like, the idea of, like, compounding
Yeah.
is really, like, it's a bit of a wig out.
It is a big out.
Like, and I know I've brought it up to you before, and
Damn, that
I'm just
blown
trying to
my-
be
that's
more...
blown my mind.
I'm trying to be more, like, conscious about things, but it's like, every week if you buy something for, like, $5, like, if, let's say
Compounds yearly.
let's say you buy 3 coffees a week for $4.
Mm.
That's $12, and that doesn't seem like $4 a day seems like nothing.
Mm.
It's like what, a quarter of
But 12 times 52 is what?
a lot.
$600.
Yeah, and that's just on coffee. I was thinking about like all my like streaming services and stuff that compound.
Yeah.
Just
True.
be hundreds of dollars a year that you don't even really realize, or you kind of just
Yeah.
like, oh, it's like only $10.
But to be fair, with the streaming stuff, like I use that. Like I was telling Cody before, like I use my Spotify like every day for
So do
when I'm
I.
at home, like I got my headphones on, like listening to Spotify all the time.
Yep.
So like it's worth like it's
yeah.
compounding and like
Yeah.
it's an expense, but it's like, well, it's not like
Mm.
what are you gonna do? Go on iTunes and buy each
songs.
song.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Is
Like,
iTunes still a thing? Because it's just Apple Music now.
no,
right?
I was just making
Yeah,
a point.
yeah.
But it's like, like you could go and buy a song independently or just stream it.
Mm.
You know,
Do you remember LimeWire?
the like pirating site.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like
Dude.
YouTube to MP3.
Yeah. Those are the days.
Yeah, that was old. Or like
Like-
uTorrent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got like, I must have been 8 or 9, and I got an MP3 player for like Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And my cousin, he was like, those people who are just chronic torrenters?
Yeah.
He was a big torrenter.
Big torrent guy.
And he just had like, he put like 20 songs on this MP3 for me. And like one of them was Danny California. Oh no, what's it called? Californication by Red Hot Chili
nice.
Peppers.
Yeah.
And
As a 10-year-old listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers, you would have been
dude,
like,
like blew my mind. And like, because it was on an MP3, I had to like skip through to like the 15th song all the time just to hear it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Everyone's got that one song when they were a kid. Mine was, what song was like my favorite song for ages when
What's
I was
that?
a kid. Have you seen the song Forever by like, it's got like Drake, Eminem, Lil Wayne, and
I'm sure I would
Kanye
know it
West.
if I heard it, yeah.
And it's about LeBron.
Okay.
But like, it's like the shittest song, but it's also kind of like the best song.
Okay.
And whenever I hear it still, I've heard it so many times. But every time I hear it still, I'm just like it's still a bop. Like
Nice.
I still like the first banger where I've been like, yeah, that was a fucking good song.
For sure.
I used to listen to it on like me walking to school in like my private school get up,
Okay.
shirt, tie, blazer, and it's like, and it's like Lil Wayne and shit.
Little, like, how old would you have been? Year 6 or something?
Yeah, like year 7. That was in like year 7.
So
I was still listening to it all through high school as well.
Mm.
But yeah, absolute banger. The video clip is also, it's probably like the most fire you've ever seen like a video clip, just because there's every time they're singing, they're just like pyrotechnics and stuff going off behind
Okay,
them.
sick.
So it's a bit of a wild video clip as well.
Mm.
It's just good.
Yeah. I saw, when I was really little, I eventually found the song later, but it might Rage, you know how Rage always used to just be on
Yeah.
in the mornings as a child?
Yeah.
Like, you'd get up on Saturday morning. It was at least in my house.
Yeah,
Rage
yeah,
was
yeah.
always just on.
Yeah. Pre-sport on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one song came on one morning, and I could remember the video clip, and I could remember the melody and tune of the song, but I didn't know the song. And
Right.
I thought about this song for years, like 6, 7 years or whatever. And it came on one night, like when I was driving home with my mum from somewhere on the radio, and it was like a Gautier song
Really?
called Heart's a Mess. And to this day,
Still like it?
Still like it and still listen to it.
Some things just stick with you. Green Day. Like the Green Day, like American Idiot and
Yeah.
stuff. When September
Yeah,
ends.
good songs.
But I agree. When I was younger, I think I'm sure in like year 3 or year 2 in a talent quest, I did Californication. And
Like you sung it?
And just air guitared the whole time. Yeah.
Really?
I was probably 7, but it just still makes me kind of cringe
Oh,
when I
that
talk
is
about it.
unreal, dude.
But yeah. And
That
just
is
like did the
so
one
good.
keyword and then just like air guitar.
Oh my god! I could just I've got a mental image of you. It must be a photo of you, like, you know that photo of you when you're younger and you've got like a white button up and a black tie. on?
Year 6 formal.
Yeah. That's like the only young photo of you that I've got in my head.
And you can.
You had like
kinda
really
translate
like
it.
spiky hair as well.
Yeah. Yep. Got the hairdo for the ladies at the year 6
Wasn't that a
formal.
thing, like spiking your hair up when you were a kid?
Oh mate, and it makes you look like such more of a menace as well. There's any kind of spiky hair,
Yeah,
just watch out.
that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. I remember to one of my like discos in like year 3 or year 4. I used to have like just makes me cringe thinking about it. Like I had like this jumper, but it had a hood, but it had no.
Like what boxers wear. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god! That, like it's like a billabong. I'm crying. It's like a billabong one. Oh, that's so bad.
I see.
I just remember there's like a photo of me wearing it with like some denim jeans and like DCs. And
You
spiked up
fucking
hair.
bad boy.
You hear that, ladies? Wow.
Can you recreate that?
Tell you what.
You got your
Oh, that's a
DC,
bad
your
joke.
box DC, like the
Yeah.
big DC shoes that everyone used to wear.
Oh, yeah.
I used to when I was like 7 or 8, I used to like lay out. This is so dumb. I used to have like every time I went to the RSL, I had like a going out, essentially uniform. I would wear
Okay.
every time we
A
went
home
to the,
kit.
Yeah, a home kit every time I went to the RSL to demolish the chocolate machine and some lamb cutlets. I remember I was like,
Talk
every
about
time-
serotonin. The chocolate machine,
yeah,
bro.
fuck, bring
To
back-
this day, honestly.
I still love the chocolate machine.
I was going to say something then. Fuck, anyway. I hate that. Go on.
Oh, yeah, I can't.
I lost
I
my
lost
chain
a bit
of
of
thought.
momentum as well just then.
So I interrupted you and then lost my own chain of thought and in the same time
It's okay.
discontinued
You know
yours.
what? It's good because I want to talk about something that I had last week, but
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I didn't get to touch on. I briefly last week said how I went to the Socceroos game.
Yep.
It was a 0-0 draw with Saudi Arabia. So
Invigorating stuff.
yeah, and it was at the Parramatta Stadium. Great stadium. Socceroos should have definitely won. They butchered about 3 open goal chances.
I don't even think I could name any Socceroos players at the moment.
It's all right. Yeah, there's not many. No, camera's just flicked off, so I'll just.
We need a new camera, dude.
We do need a new camera.
Is that centered?
Yeah, it's good. So we were at the Socceroos game. And, gets a couple minutes in, whatever. And, people obviously sneaking in some snacks into the stadium and whatnot.
Okay.
And there was a group of lads in front of us.
Lads.
And they bust out the caramilk. A block of caramilk chocolate.
Okay.
And I just see him breaking it up and he's just like putting it on the knees of his friends. And I was like...
It's kind of wholesome.
Yeah, but I was like... the last thing I expected to see in the stands, like people having beers and stuff, and it's like the last thing I expect to see in the stands is just like a bit of caramel floating around.
A group of young
Like
blokes.
a group of young guys just absolutely tucking into some caramel in the stand. I think they even had a couple snakes.
Oh,
Bit of
yeah.
natural.
Were they 18, do you reckon?
Yeah, they would
They
have been
might have
like
been-
16, 17.
Okay, a bit younger, maybe.
But I mean, like,
Good stuff.
I wasn't expecting it.
No. Do you like the caramel chocolate?
No, but it just kind of threw me. It was like,
Oh, you don't like it?
no, I'm not that much of a fan, but like we were in a stadium setting
Yeah.
and the boys are like,
Well,
"Let's
that's
bust
kind of
out
like
the
a
caramel."
that's kind of a thing, I think. People taking snacks to stadiums and stuff.
Yeah, but
They probably did like a Coles run right before,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's exciting stuff as a 16-year-old.
what?
Going like out to a game and stuff by yourself for the first time.
Yeah, with your mates.
It's good stuff.
What would your footy snack be then if you're going to sneak in to something to a game?
I don't know.
I just know
something
mine
that would
wouldn't
have
be-
to be combining with drinking.
Mine
obviously.
wouldn't be caramel.
It'd be like chips.
True.
On the topic of Australia, and I know we're not in sport yet, but it's just come to my mind, and I would like to talk about it, is like the gap between professional Australian footballers and like other countries in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Because like we spoke about it before as well. I can't remember if it was on the pod or off air, but like
I was on the pod.
like Australia and New Zealand, despite being like low population countries in comparison to the rest of the world, like we are quite athletic and
naturally.
good at sport. Like we can compete with the big countries, like
Yeah.
we showed at the Olympics this year. But we're so far behind
In football.
in football, and it's not for lack of effort, but like it's so expensive to play rep football.
Yeah,
it's like $3,000 or something to play reps as an 11-year-old.
Yeah, it's definitely a pay to play.
So like we're weeding out so much of our talent at such a young age, and then like, yeah. And I was talking to my mate's brother about it. Will, shout out, and he was like, you ask any like him and all his mates kind of like played reps to some extent growing up, and now they've all just dropped it and just playing casually. All good footballers, but they're like, he was like to me, dude, ask any of my mates that have played reps. They'll all tell you like how fucked like the training is, and like they yell at you and stuff as like an 11-year-old, and
Yeah, right. It's
even
very
the kids,
intense.
even the kids that do play, just hate it. Like they just don't really like it.
Yeah,
Again.
maybe maybe the coaching standards are just behind the rest of the world, because like we are kind of playing catch up. Like when did like football in Australia didn't really the 60s probably.
Oh, it'd be well, rugby league's been around for over 100 years, so it would have been before league.
No, but like I mean like I don't think it is. Like I don't think it really was a thing in Australia.
Oh, like
till,
professionally.
like proper like leagues and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't know when the inception of the A League would have been.
Well, that was in like 2000 or something.
Really,
Like,
that's really young.
we're actually, it's because we're a long way behind the rest of the world. We've still produced some good players, but, and also I think there's like training limitations as well is different. Like they've got limitations on how far they like train.
Okay.
Like the training regimes are different, obviously, to the UK and whatnot. But yeah, it's definitely, and there's so many soccer schools and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely feels like a bit of a pay to play scenario.
Yeah,
with rep
it's
soccer.
odd. It's really odd. And it's super just like political. Even like you would have experienced it to some extent. Maybe not so much with Saints, but like I experienced it heaps growing up. Like how political it is off the field when it just really shouldn't be.
And it's about the kids, not the people
It's
running
like,
the club.
dude, it's like, yeah, we're like 11-year-olds playing,
Yeah.
like playing park soccer. You know what I mean?
That's just the adults getting in the mix, and
living through
living through their kids,
their children. Yeah.
There's a fair bit of that going on in the beaches sometimes.
Oh yeah, dude. Seriously, the egos out here,
Anyway,
us included.
yeah, us included. But yeah,
Obviously.
it does get a bit like that.
Onwards.
Oh, also touching on a few weeks ago, the jet ski. The origin of the jet ski
The jet
story
ski
needs to
revisited.
be revisited because on Saturday night I ran into a couple of mates, Wiggers and Campbell, at the Bolo, and they informed me that my explanation of the start of the jet ski story was not actually 100% correct.
Okay.
So I'm here to rectify that on record. And that would be saying that the jet ski started, it didn't originate in my friends from the inner west. It was before that. It was actually at the Stain one night in Manly it started.
Okay.
And one of them was present for it and then brought it out to the others.
And did he try and claim it as his own?
I'm not sure. I don't want to throw that kind of accusation around.
Okay.
But
I don't think he did when he told me.
No. But because I've heard it before as well. So I think maybe it's got the origins been missed in
Okay.
translation around the
And
around
for the
boy.
people who might have missed this story previously, a jet ski is a vodka Red Bull.
That's right. That's correct.
Continue.
So actually, the origin of the story is in one night, a couple of the lads were in Manly, and there was a competition where if you bought a vodka Red Bull, you went into the chance to win an actual jet ski.
Okay.
But then the connection was made. It was like, whoa, that's actually the perfect name for a vodka Red Bull, is the jet ski,
Okay.
the moped of the sea, the jet ski, and then connection was made.
That's really good.
And
That's
then,
good stuff.
And then that is the origin story. And then from then it's sprawled out, and now it's available on all reputable platforms.
It is.
there
It's
you
on
go.
record.
It's on record. It's live.
Oh, I would like to continue bringing light to this concept because I just think it's so good.
The jet ski.
The jet ski.
Yeah. I didn't have any jet skis on the weekend. Actually, I had one. I had one jet ski.
Yeah, you get to throw a jet ski.
I think I might have been spiked on the weekend, actually. Sorry to drop that in there, but I think I did.
Why? What happened?
Well, I was already quite pretty not written off drunk, but I was like,
You're on your
not
way.
like bad drunk, but I was had a few drinks, and I was at the place we were at, and I was just sipping my drink, finished it, and there was like a bit of plastic in my drink at the end, and I didn't really get a good look at it because I kind of went, what's that? And I went, oh, and then just spat it out.
Like soft plastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I wonder what that was. And then I was kind of like, and then I got home and I was kind of feeling a bit weird. I was feeling like pretty, let's just say awake. And I was going, I wonder if I got spiked or whether I was just like still like having a good night and then just like, because I had a few drinks because we went to like a kick-ons afterwards.
Could that have been the Voddy Red Bull?
Maybe. But yeah, because I think I had one or two Voddy Red Bulls, but I was like, there was like 40 minutes I was sitting at home and I was like, did I get spiked?
But usually when
I
you
was
get spiked,
unsure.
you wouldn't get more awake. You'd become less awake.
Well, it depends what they spiked you with.
Why would they spike you with like an upper?
Yeah, I don't know, but I just felt, I was just crossing through our mind. Or maybe it was just a bit of packaging that ended up in there.
Look, let me put it
And
this
then just
way.
like wigged me out from it.
Let me put it this way. What's the more likely story here?
Oh, I don't know.
Xander was spiked by another, let's assume, male bartender
Yeah.
with an upper
Yeah.
to make him more awake. Or he was really sloshed and then he had 2 Voddy Red Bulls and was more awake from that.
That's true. That's probably more correct. But
I'm happy to go
the
with the
bit of
spike.
plastic just threw me off. Like, and I was like, fuck, like,
But again, like if you were spiked with something, why like plastic wouldn't be involved?
well, if it was like in a capsule and they just left the capsule in there.
But was it a capsule?
Well, I didn't get a good enough look. It was just plasticky.
But was it like soft plastic, like cellophane, or was it hard plastic, like a Tupperware container? Not a Tupperware container, like the takeaway Tupperware. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The takeaway ones, like a Chinese box.
Look, I can't really remember.
Okay.
But because I just kind of was like, oh, fuck, what was that? But
Let's let the listeners.
had a good night regardless.
Let's let the listeners weigh in on this.
Had a good night
What do you
regardless.
reckon
but
actually happened?
Yeah, I was still thinking about it.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay. 45 minutes in.
it was a good night though.
We're moving. I'm glad. Was that Friday, Saturday?
That was Friday night. Yeah, it was just a bit of a wig out. I'm just wigged out from it a little bit.
Yeah. You're riffing way more than I am at the moment.
Oh,
Purely, I've been held back by work. Don't get me wrong.
Mm.
But you've been
I've been-
riffing.
I've been having a go. I've been having a bit of a go.
You did message me on Saturday night saying, "What are you doing?"
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
And then I replied, like within probably 15 seconds, and then I didn't hear from you again
Yeah.
for the entire night. So I was like, he is sloshed.
Yeah, I've been really bad at like being on my phone when I'm like.
I don't check my phone when I'm out at all.
Yeah, if I'm like I'm usually not too bad, but I've been bad recently, like having a few drinks and then just like not looking at my phone at all.
I do
As
that.
in like not seeing messages and just which probably not a bad thing 'cause it means like you're having a good time in the moment. But if someone's trying to contact you, I guess it's not that good. Double sided.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been a bit sloppy. One of my mates just said to me, he's like, "Mate, you've been fucking awful with your phone recently." I'm like,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you actually have now.
I've
that I'm
been
thinking
really
about
bad with it recently, but
Yeah, no, it's been like the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
actually. now that you bring it up,
Pete, I've been really bad, but
I haven't consciously noticed it, but now
Yeah.
that you've said it, I'm like, yeah,
I think I don't know, I'm getting lazy with it.
I do that sometimes. I go through stages.
Yeah.
Where I just like, either I like often like messages pop up and I just don't read them. Like they're on my screen, but I just like ignore them.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know, for me, it's like, if I know I'm just working all weekend and I have like nothing really coming up in the foreseeable future,
Yeah.
this message can't be that important.
Is it going to be a temptress?
No, not even that. Like, it's just not going to be important.
okay.
It's not going to affect my life.
Okay, true.
Which is kind of like if my mate's just asking me something,
yeah.
it's kind of annoying, I imagine.
Yeah, it would be, but But a little voice memo and I get to hear it the next morning. I go, okay. Usually that's what kind of happens with us. Like one of us will send a voice memo.
Yeah.
And then you'll just get a reply the next morning.
day.
Being like, oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll just ignore the 15 hours
Yeah.
in between.
But that's fine.
Yeah, it's, onwards.
Should we hit the back page?
Yeah, we can hit the back page.
Do you want to hit the back? Because there's a lot to
Lot to
unpack in
unpack.
the back page this week.
Yep.
Should we scroll down on notes? Because I just want to see what we've written down. Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I'll start.
Okay, you go.
I think cricket's the big talking point this week.
Yes, another scandal in Australian cricket.
Like, I'm just going to say it. There hasn't been a rugby league scandal in like 4 weeks.
That's huge.
And Australia are in the mud again.
Yeah.
Well, Tim Payne's in the mud.
Tim Payne is in the mud.
I've been watching the test
Yeah, you've
on
been
Amazon
loving it.
Prime.
You've
I was
been
just
loving
telling Xander before, which is unreal. Any casual cricket fans out there or cricket viewers alike that haven't watched it, do yourself a favour.
Just watch it.
Because Xander told me to watch it maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember you and
Yeah.
Heinzie were talking about it at work?
Yeah.
Good job. And I haven't watched it until recently.
Yeah.
And it's unreal. It's really good.
It's
It gives you a
awesome.
really good insight to all like the players' personalities and stuff as well. Which, other than Steve Smith, none of the players and Marnus is pretty in the spotlight. But none of the other players really. You don't.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I feel like as well, it makes you, for people who don't really like cricket that much, which I get, but it will make you, I feel like, you go, oh, okay, I get why this kind of is the national sport, why
Yeah.
people like it. But yeah, on the note of the player's personality, we were talking about this just before the podcast. Like Usman Khawaja got a really big, like everyone after watching that went like respected him a lot more.
You got a
I feel
good
like.
reception.
Yeah, and people really liked him, but I think because of that documentary, like it really showed like the kind of like strong character that he was.
He's almost like a leader in the team.
Yeah, he is a leader, and like people really kind of went, "Oh, this guy,"
He's someone that I can get behind.
Yeah,
and I like having him in the team for
like
sure.
having him, and I think that's why when he got dropped, everyone was kind of, and also he was one of the stronger players in the team at the time during the whole scandal thing.
Why did he get dropped then?
Just he wasn't a bit of bad form, to be fair.
Okay.
But I think because he has like a big following,
Yeah.
people like there's a big like contingent of the public
Sure.
that like him.
Sure.
So when you drop him, everyone's like, "Oh, I'll bring him back." kind
Yeah.
of thing. But he'll probably be back in the team this year.
I reckon he'll play.
Yeah, I think
Who's going to open with Warner?
Well, they've been saying Marcus Harris, but I don't think Marcus Harris hasn't been. And as much as I like him, and they've been butting him as like a good opener, like having him in the wings, but I don't like his numbers haven't been that good in the Sheffield Shield. And Usman Khawaja, like if you want to put, other players who can also bat in the middle order, there's also the option of because Khawaja can open.
Okay.
Like you can open with Khawaja and Warner, who've also batted together for
Okay.
a long time.
Well, who are we assuming
And
that?
Khawaja's got a good openers record as well.
Yeah. So there's kind of like in my head, one player then that's missing from the lineup, right? It's like, let's say Kawaja opens. So I got Warner, Kawaja, then Marnus and Smith at 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to be at 5. 'Cause
5
then
and
we'd,
6.
Then we'd assume Cameron Green will be in there, right?
Yeah.
And Tim Payne will be 7, and then it'll be the 4 bowlers.
Well, the thing is, that's another thing is like Kawaja and a lot of the prospecting batsmen per se, they all bat the same position.
Okay.
So there's a lot of, even like Cam Green isn't fully safe, I'd say.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a lot of players that bat.
He was quite good in last year's test, though.
Yeah, but he's been okay in Sheffield Shield, but he's not been setting. I think he'll get the nod, but there's a lot of players competing for that same position. And then that's why we've gone through so many openers, because there's like a bit of a, like apart from Warner, Pekowski looked good, but there's a lack of just like a solid opener that can stick around. We always cycle through the other end. You know, not since Chris Rogers, I'd say we've had like another solid opener.
Okay.
So it's been like 5 years almost of just like this cycle of like going through.
Not having a set.
And it's been going like Joe Burns, Harris, Bancroft, Pekowski. You know, like it's they just like cycle through them.
Would Pekowski have got the nod had he been fit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because he was quite good as well last
playing.
year,
Yeah,
right?
he would 100% be playing.
Could he be considered like the next prospect to have like solidify an opening spot if he can get his concussions right?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. He would be in the team. No
questions asked.
No question.
So
If he was fit, if he could play, he'd be in the
Okay.
team. But then,
So
like,
who's your pick / prediction for the last position then, assuming that Kawaja gets the nod as well?
well, I think Kawaja's got to go opener. I think he's actually our best bet for opener.
Okay.
I think you go Warner, Kawaja, Marnus, Smith. I think Travis Head's got to have another go. He's batting well in Sheffield Shield, and he has like an average of 40. You know, he's picked as like a future. You know, he's still young. He's like 20 something. So, got to get him back in. He's playing well in Sheffield Shield.
Yeah.
He played all right in England. He made a couple scores in England when they went over there. And then Cameron Green. And then obviously Tim Payne, his name getting thrown around. Because it's like the whole thing is, if he's not captain, should he even be playing? And now that he's not captain, because obviously he sent out a few risque text messages. I thought there was going to be an actual... Because everyone was talking about there being some kind of like dick pic. That was the rumour.
Yeah, well, that might just not have got leaked.
Yeah.
Either that or it
I
hasn't
thought,
made it back to us.
The skipper's stick was going to get shown out on social media. And I was kind of afraid for Tim Payne. I was like,
That's
God,
actually
nightmare fuel. Yeah. So that would have been no good.
The messages were pretty funny.
Yeah. And I was just reading the message. I was like, you toey bastard. I was like,
yeah.
Jesus.
You'd think like if you're in the spotlight to any circumstance,
Well,
or like in any sense of the word, you'd have to be like
cautious.
I mean, like I guess like he's only human, but he did have a wife at the time, right?
Yeah. And
like,
his wife is smoking hot.
Yeah.
But that didn't stop Jai Arrow,
no,
whose girlfriend was Miss Australia.
no.
So
That is the most. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that's. Anyway, that's like fucked. Like thinking about that.
I think Warney got done in the same
You're
scandal, but
literally-
it's Shane Warne, so everyone went fine, like whatever.
whatever. Everyone's just so used to it.
Yeah.
But like, imagine cheating on literally the hottest woman in the country.
Mate, he's questionable.
That would have been a good like when that came to light. That would have been a good thing to unpack on the pod.
It was funny listening to on other people's podcasts.
Yeah,
Definitely. Like Hello Sports and stuff were funny when they were
it's one of their best pods.
Yeah, that was excellent. But yeah, Tim Payne getting caught up in that scandal, and like it seems quite timed to me. Like I think there's like motive behind it, because like
It happened
it's
3
very
years ago or 4 years.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
It got cleared. Like everything got cleared. Like it's all said and done with, and it's coming out now because she was going to make it public. But it's like, well, you know,
Seems like she's
Like
yeah.
it seems like it almost seems like someone in Cricket Australia's dug it up because they want there's some kind of change that they feel like needs to happen, like in leadership.
Really?
I reckon there's a bit of something going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Xander Russell's got the tinfoil hat on.
Because think about the timing.
Here we go.
Think about the timing of it. England have their own racism scandal going on. Australia fresh off a World Cup win, and then this pops out, and Tim Payne's just off surgery and hasn't played any cricket for like a year. Like, will he even play? I don't know if like will he even play? Like, is it like a bigger ploy to like shift the team on a little bit?
Interesting.
I'm just putting it out there.
This is good stuff.
It
You heard it here first.
Well, it just seems a bit convenient.
It does.
The timing seems very convenient.
It does. But like, if you were from the like, surely that's only going to create unrest amongst the squad.
Not if it's like a
But
plan.
yeah, like,
it
do
seems.
you know what I'm saying though?
I know what you're saying, but I'm not saying like a team member's like it's like the
No, but
PR machine has sculpted this out.
No, but I'm saying. Oh, okay.
You know?
So you're saying this is from like to benefit like the media in a sense?
Yeah, I feel like it's
Okay.
It's just like something to. I don't know. It seems a
Maybe
bit.
Buzz Rothfield's behind it.
Yeah, it
Wouldn't
just
surprise me.
Yeah, it seems very like timed and very
Actually,
convenient.
it's the NRL journos because
Yeah.
there's been no scandals for so
They're
long.
trying
They've
to
gone
make
undercover.
Australian cricket look worse.
Yeah,
That's just my thoughts on it.
mate. I'm happy to run with that.
Seems very convenient to me. And I like Tim Payne, and you can't be doing that.
It's the Bermuda fucking triangle of
Yeah.
James Hooper, Paul Kent,
Yeah.
Buzz Rothfield.
Working some magic.
Making some magic behind the scenes to, collapse.
Collapse Cricket Australia.
Like
in Tim
implode
Payne.
Cricket Australia,
Yeah.
if you will.
Oh, yeah, they're doing their best.
We're
But,
still
mate,
going to pumping on though.
But, like, the thing is, like, yeah, we're going to pump. But no one's really, like, have you noticed there's not really been that much, there's, like, a mild amount of press. It's not really been that bad.
And that's what I'm saying.
But that's why it seems
right.
all very convenient.
You're
'Cause
right.
It's just like, yep, headline, sweet, or Ashes is next.
Yeah.
Ashes is 3 weeks away.
Yeah, how can we generate 3 weeks worth of content here? Let's go for the biggest target, the captain again.
Yeah, but, like, it'll be said and gone, and then in, like, 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
only need to get to that. They only need to get to the test.
Yeah.
And then they're good,
And then it's like, yeah, the news, the stories, the headlines,
we won't even be talking about this in a month, dude.
or like
You know what I
in a
mean?
week.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's all pretty good timing.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, if he plays, Tim Payne will be there, but otherwise it should be Kerry or Inglis. And then obviously the 4 bowlers.
8th of December, first test.
That's correct.
Day 1,
That's
first
correct.
test.
That's correct.
Put it in your diary. I'm so keen.
I'll be watching.
This is the most keen I've ever been for like a test, like
Yeah.
for cricket in general.
When I was in like year 11 or something, I think it was the series we won 5-0 in Australia. So I would have been in year 10. I faked sick so I could stay home and watch the first day of the test.
As any man would do.
Of the Ashes, and shamelessly, and it was, mate, I deserved an Oscar for my acting that day. I was like, mate, it was like freaking DiCaprio,
What was it,
Daniel
like?
Day-Lewis
Yeah.
combined, just, mate, it was just superb. Like, I was just played the part,
Louise, hook, line and sinker.
reeled her
Big
in,
fish.
too easy,
Thanks for coming.
and it was like the only time I've ever faked sick.
Have you told her this since then?
Yeah, I've told her because I never got away. I was never like could get away with it because she's like nurse, and so she'd be like, "You're
You're not
lying,
sick.
you're
okay,
lying."
so you needed to pull out the big guns here.
and mate,
What are
I
we
did
talking? Like raspy voice, stomach, like
Yeah.
pain in the tummy, like
thermometer on the kettle.
yeah.
Like the whole
whole-
shebang, and just like a fiddle, mate. Played it like a fiddle. And then like I was going yes, and they got a week. It's like, are you sick? Yeah.
That talk about convenient.
Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling better now. Go, you good thing.
Gee, you love your cricket. Eh?
I'm a fiend for it. And you know what? Shamelessly so.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Do you want to go before we get to Ollie Gunner Solskjaer?
Yep.
Do you want to hit the kick out?
We're
The
talking about a
Bulldogs.
little bit of rugby league. A little bit of rugby league.
Well,
Sprinkle
we'll go
of
rugby
league.
league.
A little bit of rugby league. The Bulldogs have signed Kickout. Viliami Kickout.
Well,
I'm
John-
pretty sure all but reported, right? All but
Yeah.
confirmed, I think, for 2023. So they're now going to have a back row of...
Off the back of John Asiata,
Yeah.
contract getting terminated as well.
Did that? I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, happened this morning.
Why would... because he's not vaxxed.
COVID breach because he doesn't want to get. He's refusing to get vaccinated.
Yeah, he said he'd rather be a tradie.
Oh well, mate,
luck to
have fun laying bricks while you could be playing ball.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
exactly
going to say.
Nah, I'd actually rather go and, lay bricks than play outside Matt Burton.
Yeah, Oh,
Sounds shit.
I'd hate to play my favourite sport professionally, or I'd much rather go and lay some pipe.
And get paid silly money for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now the Bulldogs have a back row of TPJ, Josh Jackson, and Viliami Kickout for 2023. However,
Paul Vaughan.
Paul Vaughan in the pack, the English bloke, Luke Thompson.
Mm.
They continue to ignore the two most important positions in the modern game of halfback and number 9. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't know how
Well,
the fuck
I think Burton will be playing halfback.
I disagree.
I think Burton will play halfback.
Yeah, okay. But I don't think he's a 7. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a running 6 like Jack Whiten. He could play 7.
But
I'm not saying he couldn't.
I think he's much more versatile than Jack Whiten.
Why is that? I feel like they're pretty
he's more of a
similar.
ball player than Jack Whiten is. Like Matt Burton can ball play and can kick better than Jack Whiten.
Mm.
And in that team, Avarillo, the Bulldogs 6, who was probably a shining light in that wooden spoon team.
Yeah.
Who I actually pinned. Remember at the start of the year, I was saying he's a good player.
Okay.
He tore the Dragons up one game.
Yeah.
If anyone's going to be playing the running 6 role, that would be him, because that's his best part of his game is his running game. So I think it'd be Avarillo 6, Burton 7.
Again, like 6 and 7 are much of a muchness. They're pretty much the same position. I just think that Burton would benefit more having someone run the side. Like Burton would benefit more just being able to like play eyes up footy.
Yeah. Well, I get ya. And like they do have Carl Flanagan in the wings there, so I don't know what's going to happen with him.
True.
I feel
I
like
still
they
reckon
could
he's
be,
a good player.
I like him, and you can tell like he's just a bloke trying to give it his best.
Yeah.
And like, I reckon he's coming to that team, and like it's a team.
He's a scapegoat for sure.
But as well, like that's a team that's gotten the wooden spoon 3-4 years in a row, and then someone comes in from a bigger team trying to probably tell them what to do, trying to order them around a little bit, and I reckon maybe the other teammates haven't maybe respected him enough, and then like he's become a bit of they're not going to play for him. Like you think about your Clearys and like your Thursons and like your halves, like they kind of demand respect from players, and I'm sure they give plenty of respect out, but I mean like you got to have the respect of the other players. I feel like when you watch them play, to properly march them around. And
Sure.
I think like that because they're a young team, like lead it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's as well like because he's not playing great footy either, so like it's hard for him to order other people around when he can't even get his own game right as well. So he's in a really he's probably in a really tough.
It's all
position.
speculation.
Yeah,
All speculation.
of course.
But
he's in a tough spot. Both, I think, like he's probably in a pretty tough spot mentally as well.
you can tell, like that interview.
I want him to do well. I really
I
want
like
to.
him.
I like him.
I
too.
think he got hard done by at the Roosters.
So do I.
And there's that interview of him
Talk
where he,
about
like,
being made a scapegoat,
Yeah,
bro.
I know,
Jesus.
no. And like, there's that interview of him where he like kind of starts tearing up at the end, and you're like, fuck. You can just tell like he like loves doing what he does, and he just
He cares.
he cares. And like, I feel like you'd be happy to see someone like that at your club. Oh mate, hell, I'd have that at the Dragons.
Yeah.
You know,
The Dragons are looking.
don't even say it because it's not true.
What?
They're not looking that good.
I don't know. I think there's promise. I like what
There was promise this year.
I like what Hook's doing. I'm not saying you're going to do anything this year. I don't think you will, but like you're heading in the right direction.
I like what I've seen in the trade window of the Dragons. There's plenty of like, B's and C plus players.
Just
going
re-signed Jaden Sullivan.
there. Yeah,
And
there's a lot of like players who are just solid going there, but it's like, well, can we actually make anything of this? So
it might take a few years. Like you're in a similar position to the Tigers, where like you
Tigers
kind of
signed
Isaiah Papali'i.
Great signing.
Like I couldn't believe it, dude. When was the last time the Tigers made a marquee signing?
Ken Mamalo.
Yeah, I guess, but he's kind of like he's not in this. He's not even close to being like Isaiah Papali'i was Dally M second row of the year.
That's true.
Like
Yeah, it is a great signing.
it's an unreal like
and him and what's his name?
Uto Kamanu.
Wolf. 8 and 10. 8 and 10.
I
those
kind
two.
of want Papali'i to play in the back row on the edge, but yeah, wherever he plays. He's not till 2023, which kind of sucks, but
Oh, well.
great signing.
Great signing.
It's again, and I hope that's a reflection of the direction the club's heading, because it's like if a player like that wants to come to the club,
Yeah.
and that's a
Exactly.
good thing. Like another play, like how excited would all the other players that are at the Tigers be?
Exactly.
Like, holy shit, I get to play behind Papali'i.
Keen to see Alex Twall next year.
Yeah, I love 12.
The tackling machine.
Oh, he's just a good bloke. He's going to be on Kempy's podcast in like a
Yeah,
week
I
or so.
saw that.
He's got a bit of like he's got a bit of character about him.
Him
12.
and Dewey seem like it seems like
Yeah.
like they're a good combo.
There was
they're
a,
both Lebanese. And
yeah.
they're both like
He's like
hang
a
out.
bit of a scallywag, 12.
Yeah.
He did an interview with like he was doing interviews with all the Tigers players
Right.
like around
He's a
training.
bit of a
and stuff.
character.
Yeah, a bit of a character.
Okay.
But you don't hear much from. You never see him get interviewed or anything. But I'm really keen to see him on the pod.
I'm keen to see that.
Yeah,
actually.
he's a bit of a rap scallion, I think. So that'll be good. But I'm again, dare I say, this happens to me every year, and I hate it. And my good mates are going to be like, Cody, you
You've
fucking
been
idiot.
hooked in again.
I've been hooked in again. Like, fucking hell, There's just hope.
So
but
the
you need
Tigers
hope.
hype.
You need hope. I don't think we'll make the 8, but there's hope.
And And I'll just touch on NRL real quick.
Yeah, go.
Mate, the Roosters are going to be deadly next year.
They're my tip.
With injuries back.
They're my tip.
I tell you,
Yep.
they'll be bloody deadly if they stay fit. And they're due for a good year of no injuries as well. Like,
Yep.
they've had 3 years of stinking.
And still been finishing top 4.
Yeah, watch out. And they got Momirovski. Oh, Momirovski could do a triple premiership with 3 different teams.
Imagine that.
I kind of hope that happens. That must be some
Well,
kind
he
of
didn't.
record.
He didn't play in the Melbourne final, but still, it'd be
He's
cool.
got the medal.
Did he get a ring?
Yeah, he got the medal.
Sick. Good for him. I like him. He's a good player.
Would that make him the GOAT? Paul Momirovski.
I think that's gonna be the
Does that make
conversation.
him the GOAT of rugby league? He's got
Look.
3 premierships in 3 years.
Yeah.
Before the age of 26.
Mm.
Hey,
I really
not many
like.
have done it.
I've said it to you before, I think as well, but I really appreciate specialist centres. Because there's
Yeah,
not
you do
many
like
of them.
Specialist centers.
And all the people that play, like, because centre's kind of, again, with the new rule change, it's kind of become a more prominent position again.
A
which is
strike.
good.
You become a strike. Your strike players playing
Like,
at
how
centre.
valuable is a player like Zach Lomax to a club now? Because he's a strike centre and there's not many of them. I can't
Exactly.
think of many. I can
Or
think
like
of Olam.
Or like Turbo's on a specialist centre, but like playing at him at centre
Him
during
and Latrell at
Origin,
centre
like
was just like, anyway.
tore it up. Manu,
Yeah.
you know,
He's sticking around. He knows there's a prem coming.
he can sniff a
He can
premiership
s-
around
There's
the
a prem
corner.
coming.
Okay, that enough pre-season jibber jabber from the NRL. Some big news in the sporting world as well. We're talking about in the Premier League in England. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer parting ways with Man United
Official?
officially. I was saying to Cody before the pod, it's good because usually this stuff happens right after we've recorded.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
then we've just talked about it. I'm like, it would have been good to be able to talk about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
But now it's happened before. I'm kind of sad because I really liked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I liked what he kind of started doing or what he has done over like the 2.5 years.
Yeah.
But it was probably time now where the rest of the comp has also gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
And I think someone new just needs to come in and with a bit more tactical nuance per se, and just be able to come in and, you know, adjust the team to take it to the next level. Because they've got the players to do it, no question.
I think
but
they've
now
got to
it's-
get Zidane.
Oh yeah, they've got to. I think, especially with like all the managers that are in the Premier League at the moment are all like league winners, Champions League winners, trophy winners. We need. I know we had Mourinho we did win a couple of trophies, but we need like a big trophy winner. Like Zidane is.
He's a proven winner.
Yeah.
Proven winner.
I know he would never leave Atletico, but I would actually love to see Diego Simeone come over to one Prem club.
Yeah. It'd be good, wouldn't it?
But he wouldn't come. I don't think he plays quite defensive, so I don't think he would come to United. But I like him as a manager though.
Okay. It'd be interesting to see how Gerrard goes at Aston Villa as well
Yeah, he'll do
over
well.
the course of the year.
He'll do well. That's a really great club.
They draw on the weekend?
No, they won 1-0.
Who did they play?
I'm not sure, but they won. But yeah, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer out, decent payout, a couple mil.
Oh, I imagine, yeah.
Yeah. Similar to Mourinho. Mourinho got like a 20 mil payout, something crazy.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming. But pretty big shoes to fill. They're talking about getting the manager, like hiring it, like doing the fill-in manager for the rest of the year, and then hiring
Yeah,
like
what do they call
the
it?
out and out
What's the standing manager
intermediate. No,
called? Something like that.
anyway, I hope not, because that's what happened with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and they gave him the job. Not saying it was bad because he did a good job, but I feel like we need that person to come in now and start making the changes, just to get us to that next level straight away, and build on what OGS did.
Yep.
Because what he did was pretty
Yep.
good, pretty good work actually.
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
fair,
yeah.
like that squad was in a bit of tatters, needed to cut the fat, needed a new style of play.
He's done good.
You know-
The roster's looking very healthy.
It's not like they have an amazing style of football. Like I'm not going to say it's like a great, but they have like a bit of a
Bit of an identity.
bit of an identity.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty key if you watch any of those top teams.
Yeah.
Is a key part of it is having an identity.
I agree.
You know, you look at Tuchel at Chelsea, Guardiola and
Yeah.
Klopp. Like it kind of speaks.
Yeah,
for
they're
itself.
leaps and bounds, aren't they,
Yeah.
at the moment? So,
Yeah.
but all right, let's wrap it up. It's enough dribble for today, I reckon.
That's enough.
I will add a song this week. 'cause I
What's
forgot
the
to do it
song?
last year.
Have you done the playlist?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I'll do it this week. Naughty, I know. Lazy.
No good.
Not lazy, just like keeps slipping my mind.
No, I'm kidding.
Because we talk about it, and then by the time we finish the pod, I've forgotten.
Yeah.
So last week I did say I've been listening to a lot of French disco. And if you don't listen to it, do yourself a favour.
Have a listen.
There's a band called L'Imperatrice. which are they're fucking sick. They released an album last year. It was really good. Yeah, how's my music adjective?
Your description. Your description.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was really good.
But a song off that album, Pel de Fille, is sick. So I'll put it in. I'll do the playlist this week.
Say again.
Pel de Fille.
Okay.
Can you see the spelling there?
Per de fille.
Yeah, Pel de Fille.
Oh, actually, that just sounded like pedophile.
Nice.
No, it's not. It's how he said it the first time.
Yeah, all right, let's wrap it up here.
Okay, that's enough.
All right, thanks for joining us. As always, Barflies Podcast, episode 14.
On all reputable platforms.
All reputable platforms.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening.
See you next week.
See you next week.